Nigerian military for introducing new military machine yeah they call war and then machine introduce no say for that reason ready for war and to be biara no jina no and now ko machine kro mo ka say ready to ko jan to kwa no a I was even surprised. I was like, Nigeria for na said what are you guys doing? And at the same time, xenophobic act of South Africa no so a twin try. Right now, you're pamo pregnant women who hospital near Betwasha so near pamo. There's a whole lot and a we are going to dive into both stories and see what is really going on. But Bomode so be subscribe to the channel, be like na be share bell notification icon so be click so be anytime we are dropping new video biano. Now so one miss out a lot cry. In the end dive into the story real quick. Nigeria for also introducing new machine to say it be changing the game for them. It be changing game now momo once and for all because be detected IEDs which is the enemies when they are doing battle stuff to Kwasembi ground field work ni nyina no e be detecting nyina be to say e be deadly na me hwe machine na o ma detect na o ma introduce na me say amount for good different countries o mu detect o introduce nuclear bombs fighter jets B2 B4 hwan B1 machine where you introduce how African country be crana be dey na nim. Watch the video.
Nigerian defense tech startup Terra Industries stole the spotlight on Monday with the demonstration of its latest autonomous defense systems. The launch marks a shift in the company's focus from commercial infrastructure security to direct military applications with the Nigerian armed forces. Nathan Nwachukwu is a co-founder of Terra Industries.
Today we are unveiling new defense systems such as our interceptor UAVs, our minesweepers, ground vehicles that can detect IEDs on the ground, and our battlefield intelligence software that will be able to automate the military planning and coordination process. But beyond that, today is also the day that we show just our readiness for battlefield operation and actual forward deployments onto the front lines.
Terra Industries signed a joint venture agreement with Nigeria's state-run Defense Industries Corporation in February. Babatunde Ayala, the Director General of DCON, said the collaboration is necessary.
There is no other company that is bringing this on board for our troops in the field to use for real-life problems the challenges that we are having. For example, problems with improvised explosive devices that we're having in the northeast, now in the northwest. The highest casualty we are sustaining is through improvised explosive devices. The solutions we are going to unveil today will be very useful to our troops.
Terra Industries currently protects infrastructure assets worth around $11 billion across Africa.
Me transi di I'm say hey Africa cry mentality ben way. And Nigerians tell me what is this? What is this? So what will this machine do? At least maybe it can do something, but it's just going to do just 1% pay. But the main job now was a machine ain't to me. This is crazy, and you guys are happy. Nigerian military, they are happy about this. I'm sad. This machine going to me in Ghana for this. Na said. Other different African countries. Anyway, that is what Nigerians for introducing into their military industry. They have at least my EBB. Until moving on to South Africans and someone else. Me at this point, I can clearly tell you, say some people from South Africa and some of the South Africans they are crazy. They don't think. I don't think at this point they think because mu claim say foreigners say mu krom jimu nyuma ye. That is the main reason why they are sacking the foreigners. They are taking all the job opportunities. That is why the South Africans are claiming. But there are some of the videos that are going on. I don't think that these videos correlates to anything. It doesn't have anything to do with job opportunities. For example, I saw a video whereby a South African woman, not just men, not men, women are sacking a pregnant woman. They are picking on the pregnant woman for the reason he say or your African person or omukrum, they need to leave. A pregnant woman, not just any person, a pregnant woman. Do you guys even think?
So start making arrangements. Let me say this. Now, today, when you get home, start making arrangements for where are you going to get that baby from? Where are you going to deliver that baby? Because here you are not coming. Pretoria West, you are not coming. We don't want you anymore. Start making arrangements where you are going to deliver that child, because here we don't want you. Yeah, you can go into Ramaphosa's house. He will help you deliver the child.
No, even Julius Malema.
Yeah, even Julius Malema. Wrong person. Are you not pregnant? Are you not using our facilities free? Are you not using?
Now, me, I don't know, say, if being pregnant in South Africa, no, it is a form of a job opportunity or not. I can't even tell. So why are they trying to like push the woman, like sack the person from the country? You know the woman is pregnant. You know her condition. Why are you being so like you guys don't have any kind of humanity? And you say, yeah, you guys don't have any foreign or like any South African in different countries. You guys have South Africans in different countries. If other countries also decide to do xenophobic too, your specific South Africans, what are you guys going to say? What is your president going to talk about? What is he going to say? It doesn't make any sense. And also, I saw other videos whereby some guys went to hospitals. They went to the hospital. They know hospital people are there to seek health attention. And you went there to sack people who are not from South Africa. People who are not South Africans. Other foreigners are at what South Africa hospital. They sacked all of them. Do you think, Mogene, do you guys even think? Are you humans at all?
If you know yourself that you're not South African, all these nurses and doctors, they are here for South Africans. South Africa. Please stand up. Don't try us. What's that? You run faster. If you know yourself that you're not South African, please stand up. Please stand up. Please don't try and stand up right now. Stand up. Sister, are you South African? Are you South African? Because we are going to check everybody. Check them. Please, if you're not South African, come with me. Come. Come with me. Come. Come. You guys are not South African. Go out. You can go to Unjani, block P there, or Mutila Hospital. Go. Hey, pass. What's Zimbabwe? You run past and go to the border.
And also, I came across a video whereby some of the South African women explaining, say, if a man from Nigeria marries a South African woman, that man should carry the woman and the kids back to Nigeria. That means the man loves the woman. That means if the man doesn't do it, that means the man doesn't love the woman, which is crazy. But I think the main reason why she's saying that, or the South African women are saying that, is because they are afraid that someday in the future, the grassroots of South Africa is going to be other, not original South African, but rather foreigners. And thinking of it this way is crazy. It's crazy.
Now, our government sees that these people, they are overdoing things in us, because it's years we were complaining as leaders to say we are sick and tired of what is happening. Our children are dying. If a man loves you, he must take you back where he's coming from. We cannot marry a man from Nigeria to be my husband in South Africa. If he loves me, take me to Nigeria, wherever. Let them go with their wife, with their kids. That will be fine for us.
But then, so South Africans, come and listen to what I'm about to say. A woman from South Africa, a South African woman living in Ghana, explained a lot of details about what South Africans are doing. The xenophobic act that is going on in South Africa. This South African woman living in Ghana is explaining what is really going on in South Africa. And it's bad. It needs to change. Listen, South Africans, this is not any person. This woman is not from Ghana. This woman is not from any other country, but from your country, South Africa. Listen to her carefully.
I'm a South African currently in Ghana, and in light of recent xenophobic attacks that have yet again been reported in South Africa, I just wanted to share some thoughts. Now, firstly, of course, I can only speak on behalf of myself, but I do believe that there are many South Africans who share similar sentiments. Now, firstly, I am a very patriotic South African. I love my country. And I am also a pan-Africanist. I have a deep love for Africa. And I truly believe in our shared humanity. So the recent reports of xenophobia in South Africa again has left me deeply disturbed, as it always does. I think maybe where we can start off is by talking about what xenophobia is, right, and what it is not. What it is I guess they call it a fear or a hatred or distrust and discrimination against people from different countries, right? What it is not is an act of patriotism. It is not law enforcement, and it can never be in pursuit of justice, because it is itself an injustice, right? Violence and brutality against our African brothers and sisters is something that I like to believe most South Africans do not support. Okay, but one of the greatest dangers, I suppose, that we face is that the loudest voices are often mistaken for the majority, right? So a small group is driven by frustration, they take to the streets, they act violently, then these actions are amplified and shared and repeated until they become, or they begin to define an entire nation, right? But that's not the full picture. South Africa is home to over 60 million people, and most of whom do not engage in violence. They go about their daily lives, working, raising families, and coexisting peacefully with people from across the continent and from across the world. But the truth is that peaceful people are often silent, and silence is easily misinterpreted as agreement. So that's why I'm choosing not to be silent, because there is nothing in our Constitution that justifies violence. There's nothing in our Constitution that allows citizens to take the law into their own hands. There's nothing in our Constitution that justifies intimidation. Yes, the Freedom Charter does say that the people shall govern, but what does that mean? It means that we hold the state accountable, not that we replace it. It means participation, not vigilantism. And it means justice, not mob action. So, of course, frustrations exist, right? The current form of response that we're seeing to that, though, is not lawful and it's not justifiable, right? Now, if we allow incidents like these to define us, I think we create something that's even more dangerous than the violence itself, which is a distorted narrative, right? We then begin to believe that all foreigners are undocumented, that all people from certain nationalities are criminals, and that all South Africans are violent, yet none of this is true, right? But this is how narratives are formed. Small and loud groups shape perception, and perception shapes reality. And my reality and my perception has been shaped by my own lived experiences, of course. I had the privilege of studying under an African Union scholarship for my master's, and I did so alongside peers from all over Africa. And in that environment, I really came to understand the true meaning of Ubuntu, which is what we South Africans should be living by, right? I am because we are. I learned that beyond the borders, beyond the culture, beyond the languages, we're far more similar than we are different. I've traveled to countries across Africa, like Nigeria, like Ghana, like Cameroon, Algeria, and I have experienced such warmth and such hospitality, such humanity. And I know of many other Africans who've experienced the same in South Africa. And that is the Africa that I know. And that is the Africa that I believe in, and that's the Africa that I love. Our continent's long been guided by ideas and ideals of Pan-Africanism, right, led by voices such as Kwame Nkrumah, Julius Nyerere, Nelson Mandela, and they all envisioned an Africa that is united, that is not divided, that's collaborative and not hostile, and that's rooted in dignity and mutual respect, right? And xenophobia just stands in direct opposition to this vision. But of course, we have to be balanced and we have to be honest. We know that South Africa, like many other countries, face real challenges, right? We have challenges of unemployment, we have challenges of inequality, we do have challenges of illegal immigration, and these are legitimate concerns, but I think misdirecting all our frustrations towards Africans does not solve our problem. It in fact deepens it. I think it's important to recognize that, you know, there are many foreign nationals who live in South Africa, live and work in South Africa legally, and many contribute very meaningfully to the economy and to the society, and many experience South Africa as welcoming and as full of opportunity, and the opposite is also true. There are many foreign nationals who are in South Africa illegally and who do not contribute to the economy or to the society, and in fact contribute to its destruction, right? Both realities can exist. But violence cannot be the response to either. I think let me just wrap up by saying that I love South Africa and I love Africa, and that is why moments like these are, for me, really painful, you know, because they don't reflect who we are at our core, right? I think let's just not define a nation by its worst moments, and let us not allow small and loud minorities to define our identity. I think we need to reclaim the narrative, and we are not enemies. We are family, we are Africans.
At this point, I can clearly tell you that South Africans are crazy. South Africans are, some of them, not all of them, some of them are crazy, especially the lady who is leading all of these kind of acts. That is the lady I've put on the screen. Are you telling me you have never traveled outside your country? Tell me if you've never spent a day in someone's country. You can't tell me your whole entire life you've lived in South Africa for the rest or for your whole entire life. Maybe probably you've left the country, you travel to a different country for maybe a day or two to do one or two things. So when you leave your country, you're a foreigner. When you became a foreigner, did someone treat you bad? And then why don't you guys push away the white people in your country instead of pushing the blacks people, the blacks? Meanwhile, the blacks came together, the Africans came together and fought for your independence. Nelson Mandela did deals with different countries, different African countries, to get your country back on track. Now you are turning your back on the same countries that fought for your independence. Hypocrites. Hypocrites. My name is Sambo, here Stormline Studio. Please share your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Peace out.